In the old days, operations officers wore red, command officers wore gold.
And women wore less.
I think I'm going to like history.
Come to the Geek Tank. To the Geek Tank. The Rocky Mountain Geek Tank.
Hi, I'm Guy with Geek Tank, and I'm with Terry Farrell here, and I'm going to ask her a few questions here. That I'm really excited to be with Terry Farrell because it's just cool. Thank you very much for being with me today.
Thank you.
So our show has a lot of different aspects. We're doing a series on women, strong characters in sci-fi, and we've come a long way from the women wear less era of Star Trek. And I wanted to know, how do you feel about characters of that era versus characters of this era, and where we've progressed with female characters and strong female characters? And where would you like it to still go? How do you feel, or where would you like to progress?
Wow. I guess growing up at the time that I did, the 60s and everything really being about sex then.
Mm-hmm.
And, but I just remember as a little girl I wanted to look like one of those sci-fi aliens and be sexy because I wanted to fit into the world that I was growing up in, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And until it wasn't cool, I don't think I got that until I was, like a teeny bopper, that
Right.
13, 14, that you're supposed to be stronger. And I think my mom was a Ms. then, and it became like a big deal about bras and panties and whatever. But there's sort of an element of just, can we just get to our place where we're just being ourselves?
Mm-hmm.
The strongest parts of who we are
Right.
as human beings,
Mm-hmm.
men and women. Because we're viewed a certain way, but so are men.
Mm-hmm.
And not every man is a misogynist, thank goodness, right? So that's an unfortunate thing you guys get to carry around.
Yeah.
I think more acceptance and compassion, maybe a little more consideration for, just because you don't like bananas doesn't mean we can't sit down and have breakfast together.
Right.
Because they're my favorite thing, right? It's so crazy. Why do we have to like the same stuff too?
To just interact.
Right, or have anything in common, because other than being human beings, what else does it matter?
Right.
Right, we're walking through this experience trying to figure it out.
Just trying to make our way through life.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. Well, then the other question is kind of one of the things that we ask everybody. Well, what do you geek out about? What do you collect? What do you do that's very geeky and sort of your thing?
Wow. I don't know. What do I geek out about? That's so funny until,
It's okay. I mean, maybe some people don't collect things, and some people do, and some people...
I do, but it's like silly things. Like, I don't know why I like robes, or I suddenly have a fetish over, like a robe. And I was looking at the one in our room, and I'm like, why am I even looking at that? I don't want the hotel robe. I really don't. For some crazy reason.
Right.
Yeah, I do. Or, you know what? It's hard for me to find things that fit me. So when I find a pair of jeans that fit me, plus growing up in a household where we didn't have abundance.
Right.
So I'll tend to, and I'm curbing myself of this. I'm really doing a good job, actually, but I didn't used to be good at this. How many pairs of that do you have in my size?
Right.
Now that I can afford to, I went, there's 10, I'll take all 10. Because
Gotcha.
not figuring that maybe I'll gain 10 pounds or lose 10 pounds, but they fit me right now, and you'll never make them again.
Best. Right.
Right?
Right.
Well, even if they're just Levi's.
I can see that. I
Right?
can totally understand that.
It doesn't have to be that $175 pair.
Right.
No,
It can be, it can
I don't
be
want to look
anything.
slutty. I just
You're good.
want to cover my ass.
Which, in today's world, I'm starting to wonder.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, and I appreciate that. That's sort of one of the things that's sort of common with all of us. We all have something like that.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much for sitting with us today. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
It was great talking to you.
Great talking to you, too.